module which is rectangle.js. So first we start with module dot exports. So we are exporting the module here with x and y parameter and callback function parameter, third parameter. Inside this function, this module, first we will check the condition that x and y means the length and breadth of the rectangle is less than or equal to 0. Then we are using the set timeout. So the set timeout is used for delay of 2 seconds for each call. For this error handling, inside this same set timeout, we are again using another callback function, arrow function. Inside this there is another callback function. So this callback function will contain two parameters. First is the error. So here it will check if this condition arises, then it will give the error to the client by creating the new error, means the error object. Inside this new error object, we are in the body part of this error object, we are passing the message rectangle dimension should be greater than 0 for L equal to x, which whatever the value given by index.js. So here 1425, so here this 1243 is the value of L and 455 is the value of P, which is passed here and come to the module side. X becomes the L and Y becomes the B. Then the value, because it is only providing the error to the client, so value parameter remains the null, and 200 milliseconds means 2 seconds of delay of this callback function. So else if there is no error, then the callback parameter is null, error parameter is null, and the second parameter is the valid rectangle values. So inside this we are passing through this module to the node module index.js is the parameter, which is the function arrow function, which is to multiple the perimeter of the rectangle of x plus y in the area of rectangle with the arrow function x into y, with again delay of 2 seconds. So for error handling also 2 seconds, and for valid rectangle values passing for parameter and area is 2 seconds to the node module. So we will go to the index.js. This is the calling the node module here by storing that node module in our variable called rect, so which required the rectangle, and here the function solve rect. So this function will execute after 2 seconds. So passing this function solve rect, the value L and B, which is passing by calling the function here. So we are calling the functions 4 times by providing the value different to each time. And inside this function we are first execute the console.log, which will print solving for rectangle with length L, which is 1, then breadth 4. And inside this function there is another callback function called rectangle module node module function. So node module will call here, this is the callback function, which will take 2 second delay. And so before this function returns rect function, the first console.log will print and this will print. Then after that this whole function will print after 2 seconds of delay. So that's why we are using the set timeout in our node module, so providing delay so that the function will execute the other sections instead of the node module section, so that it will print first this console and second this console, then after that in this part will execute it. So I will show you once we will run it. So, and again if there is no error, so rectangle we are passing the value LB error, and this is the callback function where the parameter is error. You can see here the parameter, the callback here x and y, and the callback. So this is the callback. So we are first is if we check if there is an error, Then we will provide to the user error message, error.message. From the error object we are getting the message from the body of that error. So this is the error object, and this message inside the body of this error will be print here. If there is no error, then it will print out the rectangle.area from the not module area, and rectangle.parameter from the callback of the node module. So inside this callback it will figure it out the error handling and callback value handling. So you can see here, and I will execute it. npm start. So you can see first these two conditions runs, console value runs. Then after that, this the area of the rectangle, the parameter of the rectangle, the area, the parameter, the area, the parameter. First, second, third, and fourth call is error handling, because the value is less than 0. So you can see, but by the help of set timeout we can handling the priority given to the callback function and the other execution of that function.